What's up, Vex fam? Razor here, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about UMGDallas and how everything went down. So I'm going to start from the beginning and kind of go from there, guys. So our final placement was 13th through 16th. It wasn't the placement that we came there for. It's not a bad placement, but again, it wasn't the placement that we came there for. We had a few struggles, and we'll talk about that right now. So we started out in the open bracket. We fell short of pool play because we had some things happen online, and it just didn't really work out. It wasn't that we were having poor performances online. We had some disconnects, we had some boots, we had some internet issues, and it just it cost us. So we ended up having to play through the open bracket, and the first team that we played was a team G4G Nomadic. These guys were supposed to have a much higher seed, and they messed up on their game battles profiles or whatever, ended up giving them one of the last seeds, giving us them the first round. We still made work of them, and we came out of that round 2-0. We came all the way through the open bracket 2-0, and we had to play our pool play match the next day against G4G, the actual G4G team. Cells and those guys. We came early morning to play. We got on the main stage and we just didn't play our game. I don't know what was going on with the guys. Maybe it was a combination of not being awake yet enough or not being warm enough as a team. I don't know. We should have made light work of those guys, to be honest with you. No offense to those guys, but we're, in my opinion, a much better team, and we've proven it. But it didn't seem that way on the main stage, and we got 2-0'd by them in our pool play match, ending us having to go through a losers run bracket. We went through the losers run and pretty much cleaned up all the way through the losers run. We ended up having to play against DT in the I think it was round 7 of the losers run because DT had run into some problems, and we made a 2-1 win against DT, which was Sender's team, getting us into the championship losers bracket. We have had to play Rampage Black in the first round of the losers championship losers bracket, and we beat them 3-0. Then we had to play Tactical Turtles, and we beat them 3-1, which was Copier and Cade and those guys there. Exib, really good guys. You know, they thought that we were going to be a lot less competition than we were. They were talking a little bit of smack. So we came in there and we wanted to, you know, talk a little bit of smack back, prove to them that we are a top team. So we got loud, we got noisy, and we came there to play. We took the hard point indefinitely, smashed them. They won the uplink, and then we came back and we just destroyed them in the next hard point. Like I said, a great bunch of guys, but maybe just a little too confident going into that series. Then we had to play Rise Nation, which we were extremely happy to be able to try to get a redemption against these guys. They had knocked us out in Cali, and ended up taking the 8th spot there, and us placing 9th through 12th at Cali. So we really wanted revenge against these guys. Came in the hard point, and these guys came out to play. They were doing really, really well, but we clutched up at the final hard point and ended up showing them that once again that, you know, what great teams can do on hard point, and clutched it up on the final hard point and won. They came back and took the S&D. And then they took the uplink, and then we came back on the next hard point and clutched it up again at the very end and beat them at on the last hill and got it to a game 5. In the game 5, we made a few mistakes. Vicious didn't have a great series, and he'll even be the first to say that. Jay made maybe an offset play where he could have defused the bomb. And just missed it by a second. So we could have gone in a 5-5 on S&D, but it ended up that Rise ended up squeezing it out with a 6-4 win on the S&D and sending us home with a 3-2. We always seem to come to these really close series with top teams, and we just can't close out. So, yeah, our final placement was 13th through 16th, and it's just something that we're going to have to work on moving forward. So you guys have probably seen Twitter. As soon as Jasano and Vicious got home, they both declared themselves free agents. Vicious talked to me and said that he wanted the team with Jasano. Jasano has some issues online. I'm not going to get into detail about it. I like the kid. I think he's a great player. Does he have a future in the sport? That's on him. And you've seen me in my last video when I said this. The guy is good. It's on him if he wants a future in the sport, but he has to put his best foot forward. Mike ended up really liking Jasano, and I guess they really connect, and so they're going to try to team together and figure out what's going on. So it's Jay and Fastball, Profit and Fastball again, looking for a team, another two to fill in the 4. We are going to learn from our mistakes in the past, and we're looking for top players that are going to take this seriously and take the time to grind it out online, because you have to play online and you have to place in these 2Ks and 5Ks to be able to make anything happen. You have to get into pool play, and it's such an easier run to be in pool play as opposed to being in open bracket. So moving forward, we're just going to put our best foot forward for DC. We're looking for 2. We're looking for 2 top players that are going to be able to do the work that we need them to do and have the right mindset and want to help this organization grow and not just use it as a stepping stone to the next organization. So that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I'm really sorry that we couldn't come out and show what we're made of. This guys, I really believed in this team, and I believe in Profit and Ethan. These guys are really great players. Ethan has some struggles sometimes, but really comes out in these hard points and these other game types, and really is a leader that really tries to show himself and learn from his mistakes. So I really have faith that these guys can put together another top squad, and we are going to get a top placement at DC. It's going to happen. We're just going to keep on continually putting in the work to make it happen. So really thank you guys for all of your support. Big shout out to our sponsors. Guys, we couldn't do this without all of our sponsors. Go drop them a follow. Help us by helping them. Give them a follow. Drop some love by getting some of their products using our codes. Every little bit helps, man. Anything helps us, because we're not the biggest organization in the world, and we need a support of our awesome fans. So much love to you guys. Thank you, and we will be back with another update shortly. Have a good one, guys.